too, you know. Older boys. Say the boys on the football team?
And who do you know on the football team?
Yeah. Well, maybe we could start with your brother, Esther.
Oh, please! You're talking about my brother.
I think Josh is cute.
Julie, you think every boy is cute?
But I like Josh. I was thinking about maybe getting him to ask me to the church social this month.
Good luck, Julie. Josh doesn't want anything to do with church lately.
Why not? Football practice is already over.
I don't know. He's been acting weird. He doesn't even hang out with his buddies anymore. All he talks about is getting away from this town. And he argues with my dad about going to church every Sunday.
Why doesn't he want to go to church?
I wish I knew. He's angry at Dad. He's angry at his boss. He's even angry at me half the time. It's like he's mad at the whole world. He keeps saying how much he wants to get away from this town, as if it's so much better somewhere else.
That doesn't sound like Josh. He'll snap out of it.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
It isn't always easy being young. Sometimes we forget that when we get older.
That's for sure.
I don't think our parents have any idea how hard it is today. When they were our age, they didn't have to deal with drugs and gangs and stuff.
Well, that's not true, Kevin. Young people back in those days had difficulty with a lot of the same things you do. It just took a different shape back then.
I had a lot of talks with your father about going to church when he didn't want to. He even caught him trying to light a cigarette behind the bottomless. About choking himself to death, he did.
Oh, Kevin, your dad used to smoke?
My dad? No way. I never thought he smoked.
Well, I think he only tried that once. But the point is, everyone else was doing it, and he thought it was cool. You know, the one thing young people don't seem to realize is that the secret to being cool isn't about popularity. It's about confidence. Confidence in being who God made you to be. When you have that, it's easier to say no when you're tempted to do wrong.
Don't want to slip upon this one. Just mind your own business, Esther.
Fine. Maybe Mr. Jackson can talk some sense into you.
There you are, Josh. A half an hour late, I see. You have some explaining to do, young man. Well, it looks like we got some customers. I'll talk to you after your shift.
Uh-oh, Mr. Jackson looks angry.
Julie, he's right over there. Well, hello, Josh. I was hoping you liked my new skirt. Well, Josh, what do you think?
Look, get lost, Julie.
Don't mind him, Julie. He's as sour as a lemon today.
Well, it's his loss.
Hey, Bill, you don't have to hurt Julie's feelings like that just because you're having a bad day.
Look, lay off now. I'm not in the mood for a lecture.
I'm not lecturing you, man. I'm just trying to get you to stay cool. By the way, I think she wants you to ask her to the church social.
I'm so sick of a town where the church social is the main event of the season. I mean, there's a whole world out there, man. Just waiting to be discovered.
Sure, but there's plenty of time for that after high school, Josh. I mean, right now is our time to shine. And we've almost got the county championship in basketball. Who's going to beat Wilson High tomorrow night?
We
Wow, I've never thought it's my dad. I can't imagine him acting like that.
Your father wasn't happy with his lifetime, Kevin, and he thought it was because he lived in a small town.
But he just wasn't just running away from the town, he was running away from the load. Oh yes, sir, he thought the grass was a lot greener somewhere else in the world. But they'll all explode the day the motorcycle gang were in town.
There were gangs back then.
There sure were, Andrew. They didn't pack guns, but there were motorcycles and had switchblades and chains. They were always in trouble with the police. Boys thought it would make them tougher if they joined one of those gangs.
All right, Alfred. You need to excite yourself, so go into the house right now and get a drink. And for goodness sakes, calm down.
Yes, dear.
Oh, that man. Anyways, you almost lost your father back then, Kevin.
Well, I knew he ran away when he was a little older than me, but I never heard why.
You see, your father isn't too proud of the story, son. But he learned a good lesson from it. And I don't think he minded if I told you. After all, I think it'd help you to understand your parents a little better. You see, back in those days, living in a small town was a bit boring for young people. After they finished their chores, they'd go to the garage and work on their cars, or they'd go fishing. But everything changed the day the Blades were in the town.
The Blades? What's that?
They were a real tough motorcycle gang, Krista. Came in from the city, drove right into the middle of town, and settled in the soda shop on Main Street where Josh and Esther worked on weekends. Of course, everyone was scared to death they'd pull out those switchblades and start a fight. Your father was watching those fighters while he was waiting on tables. And he liked the way they walked. And he liked the way they talked. Like they owned the place. And their leader, Sledge, why, he was the worst of them all.